Yo, what's good? It's Parzyx up in this bitch. And you should already know what I be on. Uh, I want to talk about my shift in my content. I know I do that shit a lot, but it's because I'm really just trying to find myself and trying to find what I really like to do. And honestly, yo, what I really like to do is play games. Like I like yapping. I love talking about shit, but like sitting at this desk all day looking for the latest updates for the AI trends. I'm not saying that I'm a trend trace chaser. I'm not, but like that's how AI works. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have an update every day. You know what I'm saying? You have to look for it when they do it and then talk about it. I don't like doing that shit anymore. You know what I'm saying? Even in politics, you know what I'm saying? Like cultural stuff, I'll talk about in my videos and stuff, but I won't make it the main theme. Like I'm done with that sort of content. Uh, it's not per se that I don't like it. It's just that I don't want to do it all day, every day, because I feel as though it's a detriment to my spirit, and I believe it's a detriment to anybody's spirit who stays in politics all the time, because politics is vain, is self-worshiping, and I don't believe it's for the people anymore. I'm not going to sit here and say that oh, I'm greater than it. I'm not going to talk about it. I'll have my opinions on it on my ex, of course. Not my ex bitch, but my ex bitch. Come on now, you know what I mean. I'm gonna put my opinions on there, but I'm not gonna be like very like exacerbated and shit like that. Like I ain't doing that shit no more. Uh, I want to have fun. I want to live my life, and I don't want to be 30 years old with fucking gray hairs, because I believe that's what politics does to a nigga. Uh, it's not for the people anymore. And I don't think it ever was. I don't think it ever was in my lifetime. Will ever be for me. I think politics is it's more of chasing an ideal instead of applicability in actual in the three-dimensional plane. Like they want you to believe ideas more than what is. You know what I'm saying? For example, I'll give a small example. Oh, we believe that God has given unalienable rights to all human beings. Yet this nation, came from was founded mostly upon slavery. Uh, and there's a lot of examples of this country's hypocrisy and the political hypocrisy. Uh, there's a lot of criminals in our White House right now that's ruling over us, and they're not getting justice. Uh, I know the type of justice that is displayed in that type of environment. It's not outward. It's not public, because they don't want the enemy to see that our country is really tearing apart. It actually is. People just don't see it. I believe our country now is more torn than it was during the BLM riots, because all of that stuff was staged. It was a psyop. If you don't understand that most of the shit that back then, when the Democrats were actually in power, was just a psyop to stir up cultural and political beef. You get what I'm trying to? They were creating it to make something. It really was nothing at the end of the day. It was just the media doing its job. But I believe now it's covert. Our nation is it's not sovereign anymore, and it's not just Israel. There's a lot of stuff that's going on in our country right now. You got the Epstein, you got the Podesta videos, you got Pizzagate, you got Frazzle Drip, you got a lot of shit that's going on under the scenes in the political plane. That if you want to talk about, it's no point of you talking about politics if you're not talking about that, because that is their source of power. In order for you to kill a snake, you don't attack the body, you kill the head. And I believe that the government, this type of government that we have, is always going to be in power if we don't destroy their means of power. And their means of power isn't physical, which is what they want you to believe. I'm trying to tell y'all right now that most of the atheists or the agnostics in our government want you to believe that. They want you to believe that that physical plane is all it is. They want you to believe there's nothing more, because so they can hoard that power to themselves, whether it's evil, whether it's righteous. It does not matter. Those the forces will always be in opposition to one another, and it's those who are undecided that is honestly the downfall of our country. And I don't want to talk about that shit all day. I want to live life. I want to have fun. I want friends. I want to be normal. To be honest, I really just want to be normal. I will have those conversations in private, or like if someone ever asks me about it. But I don't want my content to be that anymore. I like fighting games. I've always have ever since I was a kid. uh I played all Street Fighter. I played all the Street Fighters. I remember when we would go washing to the MLK Washington, couple minutes across the street, and they would have these arcade systems. You had Street Fighter, you had MK1, MK3, shit like that. CC's Pizza, the arcades. Like that's my life. My life has always been video games, and I've always wanted to make a living off of it when I was a kid. But life happens. Life happens. Uh, and I don't want life to happen to me anymore. I want to happen to life. I want to make things happen in my life, and I don't believe sitting around talking about another nigga's success or downfall. What another nigga's gonna do will impact me. I'm not saying it never will. I'm not saying that I won't be prepared for when it happens. But what I'm saying is that I don't want to sit at this desk all day and not do what I love. And and I believe everybody should be like that. I believe that most of these political commentators do this shit for money. They don't really believe this shit. Like these people who preach these atheistic concepts, these agnostic principles, they don't believe that shit. They just want to take your power away. And if they do believe in a higher power, they just doing it to push a political agenda. Niggas really not serious, y'all. It's all a fucking play. Don't you understand that most of these niggas come from Hollywood? I want you to understand most of these niggas who do politics had a failed fucking acting career, had a failed fucking TikTok dancing career, had a failed ass fucking book writing career. So they fucking grifted to politics, and every nigga is like that. And if they don't do that, they're a fucking elite family lineage, come from elite family lineage that has been politics their entire fucking life. It's a stacked game against you, bro. And if you don't understand that centering your life around those people will fucking destroy you, then each to their own. Keep doing that. I'll applaud you on the sidelines. But for a nigga like me, I'm not doing that shit no more. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna, oh my god, I'm done with it completely. Hell nah, nigga. If fucking Gemini doesn't out a little fucking early fucking feature that I can test, nigga, I'm gonna do that shit. I'm just not gonna do that shit on stream no more. I'm done. I really am done with this shit. There's a lot of people who could do this shit better than me, and they could do it in a way that is more simple. I don't talk about just the physical shit. I talk about the spiritual ramifications, what's going on in the ether plane. I'll talk about what's going on in people's minds and deeper in your mind, because before there's a mindset, there's a mind, and before there's a mind, there's a light, and before there's a light, there's a spark. It's a ladder. It's a hierarchical ladder to consciousness, and you cannot change someone's mindset if you don't tap into the spark. The spark, which is the demiurge. And everyone has their own ergos. Everyone has their own urges. And if you can't fucking put that in a fucking box and tell that person they gotta deal with that shit individually in order to change themselves and then change their environment, you will never do anything. And I believe I'm preaching to. I'm not preaching, but I'm just talking to a wall. To be honest, I believe the common people will never change. I want y'all to understand, bro. Niggas are not gonna do nothing. White people, your president got shot. Where are the riots? At least black people gonna fuck up their own city. You niggas do nothing. And the reason why I'm on you niggas like this is because you niggas are in power. This is your country. This is your country. And you let some niggas who descend from fucking monkeys rule you. So you're stupid. You are. You're gonna kill us all. And it's your mans. This is your people. These are your dudes that you support. You're going to kill us all because you allow pedophiles to get in power. And it's on both sides. You niggas can destroy the government, but you won't. You want to fucking sit behind your political desktop and talk about 1776 all the damn time. Look how stacked of army I am. Nigga, the government's not going to come to your doorstep and knock on it and say you're under arrest. They're not going to do that. They're going to stack up all the documentation that is not in your favor and then do that. But they won't come to your spot. They're going to have soldiers to do it for them. So if you ever want to attack the government, you got to go to them. You're waiting for them to come to you. By the time they come to you, it's too late. It's too late. But I'm crazy. I'm just a crazy black guy who's mad because he's unemployed. And I gotta and yeah, and I don't have control of my life. I'm just a crazy ass nigga. I'm a crazy ass nigga who just wanna play fighting games all day. Yeah, that's who I am. That's who I am. And that's all I ever will be. At least I know who I am. What are you niggas? What are you niggas? Your mans just got exposed. Tucker Carlson, your mans just got exposed by a nigga who has a Hispanic heritage. You got niggas who are descendants who got mixed in because of you niggas who are exposing the same niggas you put on a pedestal. You niggas will go out to these Trump protests, bro. Not these Trump rallies, nigga. Watch your mans get shot and just sit there. Yet you niggas preach 1776 all the damn time. Man, fuck 1776, nigga. You let these niggas, you let these fucking, these treasonous assholes from the Civil War live on. And the same problems that were back then are happening now because you niggas didn't, it's all your fault. Why you think black people are sitting back now? Why you think your pawns are not engaging in this? It's y'all time to shine. You have niggas from across the country saying white people are gonna suffer, yet you so focused on the niggas you already have control. I know why. You niggas are afraid. You niggas are afraid. Instead of doing something with your money, you want to sit down and donate all that shit to a spokesperson, nigga. Fuck them spoke people, nigga. You do something. That is your man's, your government. So yeah, bro. I'm done with this shit, gang. I'm done talking about the spirit. I'm done talking about Christianity. I'm done talking about politics and culture because you niggas won't ever do nothing. You niggas ain't gonna do shit. They gonna rape your mans. They gonna rape your daughter in front of you and you just gonna stand there and say, oh, that's not constitutional. Nigga, fuck that constitution, nigga. You niggas don't do shit with it anyway. It's gonna be solved in the courthouse. Nigga, the courthouse is against the common man, you dumb piece of shit. You dumb Nimrod, imbecile piece of scat. You niggas are worthless. And you always will be. Because you want a facade. You want an image. You don't want to actually do nothing, nigga. You niggas found out that your mans was associated. I want y'all to understand, and I want y'all to understand. The far right talks about Christianity all the fucking time. Y'all talk about that shit more than you talk about yourselves. So when it's time for you to actually live out that principles, niggas, you buck and fold like a stack of cards in the wind. I don't want to hear shit from you niggas. So yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done talking about this shit. I'm gonna play fighting games. And if you want to see me play, if you want to see me get good, go to my Twitch at ParzieX TV. Subscribe to me on YouTube, ParzieX, and I got a kick. It's ParzieX too. I don't really know. I'm gonna link all this shit in the description. I'm gonna link this shit all in the comments because some of you niggas are so stupid you don't really read the description. You just wait for the first 2 seconds of the video, and if your attention span isn't fucking coming, you click off the video. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm done. Parzi out, man.